There is no debate that two brains are often better than one when tackling a project of any type, and what better way to tackle a project than to incorporate the brains of billions of people from around the world, but for sure hundreds of thousands of people that have the same interest as you do. And I'm going to teach you today how to use online web forums. Forums are run by various entities from individuals to large companies like Microsoft or Dell, or organizations such as Ubuntu, as I'm looking at here. And they're all put on the web for one purpose, and that is to provide information to anyone who would like to visit the website to get that information. So today we're going to teach you how to access forums, how to find forums, and then how to utilize them to get your most burning questions answered, oftentimes very quickly, if not immediately, if the question has already been answered once in the forums. To search for a forum, I start with my old standby Google, and I just type in a phrase that allows me to find what I'm looking for. So let's say, for example, I want to figure out what people are really saying about hybrid cars. So I typed in Google hybrid car forum, and immediately I received at the top of the list green hybrid, and it says it's an interactive hybrid car resource, hybrid discussion forums. You will be able to find many forums for almost any topic available, from cars to computers to genealogy to science to health issues, etc., by just searching for them on the web. So make sure you do that first. Now, once you arrive at a forum, and I've chosen Ubuntu forums today because I'm new to Ubuntu, or Ubuntu, as some of you want me to say, and it will help me learn more and more about how to get around the wonderful world that is Ubuntu. So the first place I like to head in a forum, if I think the answer might already be there, is I will head to the search box. And I'm going to type in burn music CD, put it in quotations, and that's going to force the forum search engine to look for those three words together. I find a bunch of topics that already include that phrase in it. So now it's up to me to go through and look at the titles of these topics and see if one jumps out at me. Rhythm box here. Then I'll scroll down. But again, it takes a little bit of patience in searching, and it's always advised when you're at a forum to search first. Make sure your question isn't there before you ask your own question. So use the search box here. A lot of times just the regular search may not get what you need, so most forums have an advanced search. So if I click under advanced search, I get more options to choose from in here, including I can limit it to more current posts or more current information, or I can search a specific forum topic, because all forums are divided into different topics. As you can see in this Ubuntu forum, they have many different topics, and if I was going to ask the video question, I'd probably ask it under multimedia and video. It looks like the most appropriate place in this particular forum, and that's the next step, is you always want to look for the most appropriate place to post your question so it can have the best opportunity to getting answered. So here is the advanced search. Now, if you cannot find what you're looking for by searching in a forum, then you need to look for a register or sign up button to sign up on a forum. So I'll click register on this particular forum, the Ubuntu forums. You have to agree in some cases to their rules, and then when you register, you're going to be asked to get a username. Now, this isn't your email username, this isn't your internet provider's username. You need to create a new username for this particular forum. So kind of an easy way to do this if you join a lot of forums is to attach the name of the forum, so in this case Ubuntu, to maybe your first name or maybe where you live, something like that, to make it easy to remember. Write it down, put a password in here. Again, you do not want to use your password from your internet provider or your email or your bank, things like that. Make a new password for security. And then under email address, don't use your everyday email address. Open up a free email account with either Google's Gmail or Yahoo Mail, or if your internet provider provides extra emails, and many do today, start a new email through your provider and use it strictly for these kinds of forums, because spam can be derived from playing in some of these forums, particularly if you accidentally give out your email address. So that's a little Another security tip here is use a different email address. Then to make sure that these forums don't get plagued by spammers and what are called automatic bot spammers, you have to identify in this crazy image over here what those letters are to prove that you're a real person. So once you're registered, you'll have your username and password. You may have to verify your registration through an email that will be sent to you. Once you get signed in, if you would like to post a question to the forum, you first need to navigate to the particular topic that you want. Following our CD burning topic that we've already discussed, I'm going to click multimedia and video. So if the information was not available in my search and I couldn't find it by searching through, and make sure you search pretty well, because sometimes forum users get a little perturbed at beginners who are in a forum and ask a question that's been asked a million times. And believe me, many, many questions have been asked many times. So make sure you search real well beforehand. But we're going to click Make New Post. And when you click Make New Post, they're going to ask you to post a new thread. A thread in a forum is simply a series of messages that are tied together by a common thread or the common question. So in this case, the name of our thread is How Do I Burn a Music CD? And you want to be as descriptive but yet short as possible in your subject so people can see it and respond to it. And then when you type in the body of your message, also make it as short but descriptive as possible of your question or your problem. When you're finished typing it in, you'll click Submit Your New Thread. Some forums will give you the opportunity to preview first. And one little, again, safety note about posting to forums is you don't want to put your email address in the forum. So that's how you post a forum. So in this tip, you learned how to look for different forums related to an interest that you might have or a question you might have, how to search those forums, and then thirdly, how to sign up and post a question to a forum. And then you just have to go back periodically to see if they answered your question. And again, oftentimes you'll see questions get answered within minutes, but for sure no longer than a day. So I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about forums and how to make them work for you and make the internet even a greater resource for answering questions that you have about almost any topic.